To everyone at home, welcome to the next interview. This time I am with AJ from POSCON. How are you doing today, AJ?
Very good.
Awesome. Okay, so before we talk about actual POSCON itself, maybe just give the audience a little bit of information about who you are and what you currently do.
So currently I'm a pilot for American Airlines. I fly the Boeing 757 and 767 aircraft. I have type ratings on a lot of different aircraft, but I think this is my career. This is where I'm going to end my career at, so I'm excited for that. Should be transitioning to Airbus pretty soon. Be a captain on that, February 2020. So, POSCON is just a multiplayer network, offering an immersive experience that's different than what's already out there. And I think we'll probably get to those differences in a few minutes.
Awesome. Okay, so I think the first question we're just going to cover and just get off the bat is about who is in charge. So obviously there was some changes that happened early last year. So just dispel the myths and just let us know who's in charge and kind of maybe a little introduction of the actual team working on POSCON itself.
Sure. I'm 100% in charge now. December of last year, I bought all outstanding shares from all the other parties that were previously involved. So that's 100% me, and we intend to keep it that way for structural purposes to make sure that we can minimize bureaucracy going forward. Our team's about 24 individuals, they're serving various roles. They're volunteers, some are subcontractors. We have 8 senior developer programmers and some various junior level programmers that are helping out as well.
Fantastic. 24 people. So is that people from all around the world or?
Yeah, absolutely. We have people in Hong Kong, Hungary. We have people in Florida. We have people all over the United States. So it's it's actually really cool to diversity. So.
And how do you, just out of interest, how do you manage that as a team with all the different time zones and cultures and languages behind that?
Well, I added a time zone map to my computer so I can know where everybody is and their time zones. That's the first thing. But it's actually interesting because I'll get text messages through the night and I can answer them in the morning. And there's always somebody online that we can talk to and work through. And we use Discord. It seems to be pretty well. And the text messaging actually using Google Translator and stuff, and I think a lot of the ones that are not as familiar with English are able to really communicate better through text messages. And actually, voice conversations we rarely have, so it's mostly through the Discord.
It's pretty cool. So we're in the same position with all the people, so I was just curious to see how other people do it as well. So POSCON is obviously the new kid on the block in terms of online networks go. We've obviously got the likes of your competitors and stuff, well not competitors but other networks out there. So what makes POSCON unique compared to all those other networks, and what's like the elevator pitch type of thing you would tell people?
What makes us unique is, I think, structural. I think that the biggest thing is that we have one owner. We're not set by any guiding principles. Well, we're set by guiding principles, but not like any governing documents that were established at the beginning. We're kind of just blazing our own trail into new frontier and trying new technologies, and we're able to really quickly, and since we're also a company, we can explore opportunities for making money. And again, that's not going to be user fees. It's going to be 100% free. So I think that's the main difference.
100% free. Wow, okay, fantastic. And I guess that starts to answer my next question about how do you plan to bring people from other networks on join the POSCON network and fly online with you guys?
Well, I think being free, everybody should at least try it. We want to be opening and welcoming to all the different networks. We have no battles. There's nothing really there. Everybody has an opportunity to try it out. And we also are going to allow people's ratings, at least the pilot or the air traffic control side, there's going to be a period where they can come on and still retain that rating. That will be limited, but there will be a period. And I think that's really it. I mean, the technology too will be an attraction. I think we have a lot of cool technology that people are going to be interested in.
Can you give us an idea of what sort of technology people would be interested in?
Well, the web UI for the pilots, it's accessible by a mobile device anywhere. We have the voice communication system, which is very realistic and clear. And our update rate, 15 hertz, is just amazing to see. The landings are so butter smooth, and we fixed all ground clamping issues and all that kind of stuff as well. We also have the point system, which hasn't been fully developed out, but it's in concept. We have a ton of different ideas of how we're going to do that. But that will gamify and incentivize people to try to be better pilots.
So really, it's a network for anyone and everyone type of thing. So if you wanted to have that kind of more gamey experience, I guess they can do that. But then for those who just want to get up and fly and enjoy the online network infrastructure, that's something else they can do as well.
The points will always be you'll always be getting points from the network. A lot of it's automated, so you'll be getting points from your landing rates and stuff like that. But you don't have to pay attention to that. But it will rank people to try to get people to incentivize people to go to our training programs and learn how to be a better pilot. And that's another big difference is we really are focusing on pilot ability. Sure. So
that would be really cool, because then I guess anyone who joins the network, it won't feel as intimidating. There's like a skill level, and it helps you to build up your experience and knowledge.
And you don't have to be the best pilot to get points. Showing up on time, booking flights, that kind of stuff, that will get you points as well. So you don't have to be like making those butter smooth landings or whatnot to be able to earn those. You can also just show up and be an active person. So
awesome, sounds good. So I guess a lot of the people out there are asking, when will POSCON start to become available? We've just published the news about your open beta plans and stuff. So for those who haven't read the news yet and who are watching, can you just give us an overview of what people can expect in terms of that beta release?
Sure, that's probably the biggest question we get. So thanks for publishing the article. Basically, we're adding a managed release plan into the whole thing. A lot of people thought that we were just going to go right into floodgate open beta. Unfortunately, that's not how this is going to work. We have to add a way to manage the users coming in so that we can support them while also releasing new features and testing those features out. And we don't want to have our servers being crashing either, so we want to manage that as well. So invite-only beta is what we're going to call it, and it's going to be for a few months while we can throttle up the release. Once we're fully confident, then we're going completely open beta. This will allow people to get on a lot earlier.
Awesome. And if you...
I was going to say, where I'm guaranteeing Q4 that will be released. So the invite codes, you'll be able to, it's all on the website, the article. But Q4 this year, I guarantee it, but I'm expecting it to be earlier than that. But I just wanted to make it be conservative, so.
So I think everyone's going to be really excited about kind of testing and experimenting with POSCON when it does start to kind of flow out into this open beta thing. So in terms of like coverage and stuff, I think that's people's number one complaint about, when they do online flying, they can take off and then it's just radio silence for the rest of their flight. How does POSCON try and kind of alleviate some of that with the technology that you guys are using?
I have an idea for a program that I'm not quite ready to talk about yet, but there's also the fact that we'll have scheduling. So you can schedule your sessions. ATC will be able to schedule sessions, and pilots will be able to schedule those sessions. So ATC and pilots can get an idea of what kind of traffic levels they're going to see at certain periods of time and where. So that would be the main attract, I think. And then for the open beta, we're going to feature specific areas to try to attract people to those areas. And they'll vary from month to month.
Excellent. And we've spoken a little bit about the pilots. For the ATC, what kind of progress or training could they kind of expect if they were to join the POSCON network?
Well, ATC, if you read the article, the ATC is, we're going to be hand-picking them initially so that we can, because we don't have all the training systems set up yet. But later, once we go full release, which will be in 2020, that's when we'll open the doors for all ATC. And the training programs are still in development, and it's still a work in progress. But I think it's going to be very similar to what you see in legacy networks. But yeah.
Awesome, cool. And before we go, is there anything else you'd like to kind of add or say to the community, or even kind of what you might be showing here at FSExpo this year?
So the main thing I want to get across is if you're attending FSExpo, we're actually releasing 50 slots for that first initial wave. So if you're here and you're registered, or if you're not registered, you can come over and register at the booth. And if you already have an account, you can put your name on our list, and we'll select 50 by random. When the open beta, or the invite first phase, we'll allow 50 from this expo to come. So please stop by the booth.
Excellent. Well, Andy, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you the very best of luck when you show off POSCON later on over the weekend. And again, just to remind you, if you want to know the information about the open betas, then check out the article on FS Elite. Thanks to everyone for watching, and we'll be back soon with the next interview. And thanks again.
Yep, thanks.